Hello class of Spirituality and Counseling. I am Jessie. Me and Monique are presenting the New Age movement, and I'm going to talk about the origins and influence in this movement. The New Age movement spread to the occult and metaphysical religious communities in 1970s and 80s. It looked forward to a new age of love and light and offered a foretaste of the coming era through personal transformation and healing. The movement stronger supporters were followers of the modern esotericism, a religious perspective that is based on the acquisition of mystical knowledge and that has been popular in the West since the 2nd century AD, especially in the form of Gnosticism. Ancient Gnosticism in the 2nd century was succeeded by various esoteric movements through the centuries, including Rosicrucianism in the 17th century, Freemasonry, Theosophy, and ritual magic in the 19th and 20th centuries. New Age is based on Theosophy, so let's see what Theosophy is. In the late 19th century, Elena Petrovna Blavatsky, co-founder of the Theosophical Society, announced the coming of the New Age. She believed that Theosophists, who embraced Buddhist and Brahmanic notions such as reincarnation, should assist the evolution of the human race and prepare to operate with one of the ascended masters of the Great White Brotherhood, whose arrival was imminent. Blavatsky believed that the world hidden leaders, members of this mystical brotherhood, guided the destiny of the planet. Her ideas contributed to expectation of a new age among practitioners of spiritualism and believers in astrology, for whom the coming of the new Aquarian age promised a period of brotherhood and enlightenment. Blavatsky's successor, Annie Besant, predicted the coming of a Messiah or World Savior. In the 1940s, Alice Bailey, founder of the Arkansas School, an organization that disseminated spiritual teachings, suggested that a new Messiah, the Master Maitreya, would appear in the last quarter of the 20th century. After Bailey's death, former members of the Arkansas School created a host of new independent theosophical groups within which hopes of New Age flourish. These groups claim the ability to transmit spiritual energy to the world and allegedly receive channeled messages from various preternatural beings. As expectations of a new age increased in the 1960s, a new organization, the Universal Foundation, appeared. Its leader, Anthony Brooke, traveled widely beginning in the mid-1960s, predicting that an apocalyptic event will occur during the Christmas season of 1967. Although the event never took place, an international network of New Age groups emerged. While esotericism grew, its major representative, Theosophy, suffered significant setbacks because of a series of scandals and other things. In the 1970s, American Theosophist David Spangler developed the fundamental idea of the New Age movement. He believed that the release of new waves of spiritual energy signaled by certain astrological changes, in this case the movement of the Earth into a new cycle known as the Age of Aquarius, had initiated the coming of the New Age. He further suggested that people use the new energy to manifest the New Age. Spangler's views was in stark contrast to Bailey and her followers, who believed that the new era will arrive independent of human actions. Spengler's perspective demanded an active response and shifted the responsibility for the coming of the new age to those who believe in it. In the mid-1970s, Spengler became the major architect of the movement. He presented his ideas in a set of popular books and attracted many leaders from occult and metaphysical organizations to the growing movement. Fundamental ideas. The New Age movement united a body of diverse believers with two simple ideas. First, it predicted that a new age of heightened spiritual consciousness and international peace would arrive and bring an end to racism, poverty, sickness, hunger, and war. This social transformation will result from the massive spiritual awakening of the general population during the next generation. Second, individuals could obtain a foretaste of the New Age through their own spiritual transformation. Initial changes would put the believer in the sadhana, a new path of continual growth and transformation. Practices. Okay, let me focus this. All right. Traditional occult practices, tarot reading, astrology, yoga, meditation, techniques, and mediumships were integrated into the movement as tools to assist personal transformation. Transpersonal psychology, which is an approach combining Eastern mysticism and Western rationalism to understand psychological health and spiritual well-being, and other new academic disciplines that study states of consciousness, encourage the belief that consciousness-altering practices such as Zen meditation could be practiced apart from the particular context in which they were originated. Alternative natural healing practices such as massage, natural food diets, chiropractic, and acupuncture were also part of the practices, as well as integrating of older divinatory practices such as astrology, tarot, and I Ching, with standard psychological counseling. Channeling and the use of crystal was also a big part of the practices of this moment. The post-New Age era happened after Spengler and others announced that they still adhered to the goals of personal transformation, but no longer believed in the coming of New Age. The New Age movement proved to be one of the West's most significant religious phenomena in the 20th century. It improved the image of older esoteric religious groups, which continue to be referred as the New Age community, and allowed many of its largest groups to find a place in the Western increasingly pluralistic culture. Although its vision of massive social transformation died, the movement attracted hundreds of thousands of new adherents to one branch or other of the Western esoteric metaphysical tradition. And the continuing presence of New Age through the New Age thought in the post-New Age era is evident in the number of New Age bookstores, periodicals, and organizations that continue to be found in nearly every urban center. Thank you guys, and Have a nice day.